Yeah, good morning, everyone. So today we are going to discuss about SDLC. So SDLC is playing a vital role in software industry. Like if you want to build any software, even if you take any technology, it's like not only mainframes, Java, Python, whatever it is. Okay, the SDLC is the first step. So here SDLC is nothing but software development life cycle. In SDLC, we have certain steps like the first step is like is in requirements gathering. Requirements gathering. So who will give the requirements? So requirements will come from clients and business analyst. And next, design phase is there. So once the design, analysis and design is complete, then we will move on to development. So once the development is completed, we'll go to testing. So once the testing is done, we will deploy our code or our application into production. Then once it is deployed, so we need to provide some support, right? So that is called maintenance. Okay, so these are the main steps. If we go for any project, so internally these steps will happen. Okay, requirements gathering, design, development, testing, deployment, maintenance. Yeah, this is about SDLC life cycle. SDLC. Okay, SDLC life cycle. It's like if you want to build any software, just we are following some process. Okay, so this is a process we'll follow in our industry. Okay, let's see uh, who is involving and how much time it will take for requirements and design development. Okay, okay, the first step is requirements gathering. Okay, so if you want to build web page for any bank or something like Facebook, whatever it is. Okay, so in that case, just assume, so that is our project. Okay, we need to build a web page for HDFC Bank. So there is a login page is there and the registration page is there and many statements. So if you see net banking, so there are a lot of features are available. Okay, so here requirements gathering. So in this requirements gathering, clients and BA is involved. Okay, what they will do, so they will come up with the requirements. Okay, they will tell us like, okay, so I need a web page uh, like this. Okay, in that web page, so I need a registration form and login form. Better I will show you. So okay, before developing a project, okay, the client, okay, they will assume like, okay, so they want, these are the features. Okay, these are the features, it should be there. Okay, in each and every feature, okay, there might be some options. There might be some options. So here we have personal and NRI and SME. Okay, and the login page should be coming here. Okay, so these are the requirements, like they need a login and they want a registration form and everything. So depends on these requirements, depends on these requirements, depends on these requirements. So what we will do, so the BR manager or tech leads, okay, so they will do some analysis and they will prepare a design like this. It's like a blueprint. Okay, so it's not an actual page. Okay, first they will come up with an idea based on the requirements, client requirements. Okay, is this fine or not? Okay, if this design get finalized, then it will move to development phase. Okay, in development phase, overall going to involve, it's like in tech leads and developers. Okay, here the developers will do coding, and if they get any doubt or something, they will connect with the tech leads. Okay, then once the coding is done and in the development phase itself, we will do unit testing. Okay, unit testing. Okay, once the development and unit testing is completed, we are going to move the code into test region. Okay, there will be separate region. Okay, there are three regions. Okay, one is development region, next QA region, and production region. QA is nothing but non-prod. Okay, so sometimes there might be four regions: dev, QA, QA1, production. Okay, production is nothing but live. So whatever the web pages, right? If you see this web page, okay, the URL itself. Okay, here we can assume. Okay, this is called production web page. It's like a live. Okay, so before coming to live, there might be different URL. We will develop and we will move it into another regions. Okay, it's like if it is a dev, it might be dev.hdfc.com. After that, if it is a QA, QA-hdfc.com. So once everything is working fine, then finally we are going to configure into production region. So that is called deployment. So here it will go to live. Before going to live, so these are the steps is going to involve. What are those steps? First one is requirements gathering. So once the requirements is completed, then we'll do analysis and design. And once analysis and design is done, we'll start development. Once the development is complete, then we'll move to testing. Okay, once the testing is done, once they give sign off, okay, sign off in the sense it's like everything is okay, then we'll move the code to production. Okay, up to this one there is one step. Okay, what is maintenance? Maintenance is nothing but if the application, while using this application, the customers will get some errors or bugs. Okay, in that case, there are some people, they will give support. They will work for 24/7. Okay, and they will analyze the issue and they will give us a support. So this is called maintenance. So here these steps are very important. Okay, so even if you take any project, the SDLC is very important, and in SDLC these are the steps is going to involve. Okay, next thing is, so we have already developed a project. Okay, there is a project is already there. I want to add some more features here. I want to add some more features here. So just assume I want to add one more feature here. It's like registration or something. Okay, you can keep like this. Okay, net banking. So I want to add net banking feature here. So I want to add net banking feature here. So if the project is already there and we are going to add some features, so that is called enhancements. Enhancements or CRs. CRs is nothing but change request. Okay, we will get change request or enhancements. So based on a requirement, we will change it. So developing the project is newly, that is different, and we are changing the project in middle. Okay, it's already developed in the last 6 months. Okay, or 1 year before. 1 year before the project is already developed, and now there is a new requirement came, and we need to add that requirement into our project. So that is called enhancement project, or we'll call it as sometimes okay change request. Okay, that's fine. Next, coming to SDLC, right? In this SDLC, we have different types of methodologies available. So one is waterfall is there, V model is there, waterfall is there, and V model is there, and spiral model is there, incremental model is there, agile model is there. But these are the methodologies. But in all the methodologies, we'll follow these 6 steps. Okay, there might be some difference. Okay, while using these models, but in a trending now, it's like in a agile. Trending, it is in agile methodology. Okay, we'll talk about later what is agile. And earlier in olden days, we were using waterfall. Okay, still there are some companies and some projects. Okay, they are using waterfall also. Okay, V model, spiral, and incremental model. Okay, these they are using less. Okay, they are using less, but there is no much difference. There is no much difference in these models. Okay, in all the models, it contains these 6 steps. Okay, so if you take any model, so requirements gathering is there, analysis is there, development is there, testing is there, development deployment is there, maintenance is there, but the variance is okay only time. Okay, we'll talk about waterfall. Suppose we'll talk about waterfall. What is waterfall model here? So here requirements gathering is there, right? So what they will do, it will take 2 months. Okay, just assume it will take 2 months to gather the requirements. Okay, what they want it, and they want to prepare some user stories. User stories is nothing but it's like a task. Okay, so they are going to spend 2 months for this phase. Okay, then what will happen? Rest of the options, right? Like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so these guys are sitting ideally. Okay, these guys are sitting ideal. Next, coming into analysis and design, suppose it will take 1 month. If these guys are working, and rest of the guys were sitting ideal. Okay, rest of the guys were sitting ideal. Next, coming to development phase, suppose it will take 3 months to develop our project. The rest of the employees, okay, testing, deployment, maintenance, and requirements analysis and design phase, people were sitting idle. Okay, if it comes to testing, it will take 1 month means, okay, in this 1 month of time, rest of the employees are sitting idle. So here, if you observe, okay, the company is paying for everyone. It's like monthly salary, but the people were sitting ideally for some time. Okay, there are some gaps is there. That is the reason. That is the reason nowadays the companies who are using agile methodology. So in agile methodology, what will happen? Okay. So also there is one more drawback in waterfall methodology. Okay. Uh, so first requirements will come. Okay. Requirements will come. So here the developer is not talking with the client directly and BA. So okay, they will give one requirement. Okay, they will give one requirement. We will develop something at the end of the project. At the end of the project. So then the finally clients were not happy with that project. So because they have given different requirement, but we understand something, and we developed something like that. Okay, just assume the client want the web pages like this, but how we have developed, okay, we'll see. Okay, suppose you can assume, okay, we have developed like this. Okay, this should be come here, these two features, but we have developed a web page, and that there are two modules, like there are two features, it is in a bottom, and there are three features, it is in a up. Okay, so what we will do, so we will develop everything and we will deploy it into production. So after deploying into production, okay, the client will see this space. Okay, he is not happy with this space because this should be in some other order, and also the login should not come here. Okay, on this web page, the login and registration should come in a left. Just assume. Okay, so this should be like this. Okay, here he needs some images or something. So here there are a lot of communication gaps were there. Because of communication gaps, okay, we will understand something and we will deliver something. So finally clients were not happy with that project. Then what it will happen after 1 year or next year? Okay, they will give the projects to next company, so they won't give to our organization because we are not giving the correct deliverables. I mean, they are not happy with whatever we are delivering. So because of that reason, what industry is doing now, so they come up with an idea. It's like agile. So in agile methodology, see, in agile methodology also SDLC is there. Okay, in SDLC is there. So how it is going to happen, I will tell you. So like here, they have segregated the project into sprints. Okay, sprints. So sprint will happen in 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, 2 to 3 weeks. So here, if you consider this one in a waterfall project, so how many months? 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, The same 8 months work, what they will do, they will separate it into, like they are going to divide into uh, at least 10 sprints. 10 sprints. Okay. Within 10 sprints, we need to complete our project. We need to complete our project. Here, first sprint, first sprint, first sprint, what they will do. Okay. So here, first we will develop. Okay. First we will develop only login page. Suppose we'll develop only login page. So after developing the login page, what we will do, develop login page, we'll showcase to customer. Okay. Showcase to customer like demo. We'll give the demo to customer. So if they are okay, then we will proceed. Otherwise, again, here itself, we will change the project. Next, second sprint. Same thing. We will develop registration page. Okay. So whatever we have developed, we are going to show to, we are going to showcase to customer. If they are okay, then we'll proceed for next feature. So here in every sprint, in every sprint, in every sprint, this SDLC is going to happen. How it is going to happen, we'll see. So like first step, what is requirements gathering and analysis, how it is going to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 5. Okay. So here, if you talk about Agile, so there are some meetings like backlog, grooming, sprint planning, stand up or scrum call, stand up or scrum or status call. Okay. Next, sprint demo, retrospective. See, if we talk about Agile, so what type of calls it is available? Okay. What is backlog grooming? So backlog grooming is nothing but, okay, so the BA or client or product owner. So here we will call it as client is nothing but, okay, client we will call it as PO, product owner. So they will come up with some ideas. They will come up with some ideas. And they will prepare user stories. So here everyone should be there, like dev, QA, okay, in all the phases. See, if you talk about in a waterfall, okay, who is going to involve here? Only requirements gathering, client and BA, analysis and design, only BAs and managers and tech leads. See here, we are not sure, like the developer not sure what is happened in a first 2 pages. Okay. Next, in coding, only tech lead and developers is going to involve, and testing also only QA and testers. Okay. These 2 guys doesn't know what is happened in first 2 stages. So that's why, so here in all the meetings, if there are 7 or 8 members, okay, if there are 7 or 8 or 10 to 20 members are there in a team, like QA team and dev team, and product owner and BA. Everyone should be there for all the calls. Here backlog grooming in the sense, okay. So whatever the pending tasks, okay, user stories and pending tasks, okay, pending task, we are going to groom it. Like what is the uh, 1 minute, what is the effort it is taking, okay, what is the effort, what is the effort it will take, and is it a priority, okay. So based on priority we will work on it, okay. What we will do, so client or product will create user stories, so user stories, so these are the pending tasks, okay. Here what is the effort we need to put it and what is the priority, okay, and what are the things it is required. So once the stories are groomed, once the stories are groomed, so this will happen in a weekly basis, weekly weekly once, weekly once. Suppose this week we have groomed for 10 stories, okay, totally 50 stories were there, and if this week we have completed 10, and again everyone will sit together and we will discuss, okay, what is the user story and what needs to be done, okay, what is the user story and what needs to be done, okay. This will happen in a backlog grooming. Next, sprint planning, okay, before going to start sprint, right, okay. So sprint will happen in a 2 to 3 weeks, okay. Sprint planning, so here we are planning we are planning for user stories. So what are the tasks, okay, user stories, user stories. These user stories, they are going to keep it into a Jira tool, okay, Jira tool. So this is the tracking tool, okay, this is the tracking tool. I'll show you how the Jira tool looks like, okay. And based on a priority, like, so the first should be developed as a registration page or login page or any statement module, that is depends on our depends on client requirement, okay. First we will take based on a priority we will take the modules, okay. Based on priority we will work. First we will, okay, you itself you can tell like, okay, I'm very much interested to work on this task, you can assign this task to me, okay. Otherwise sometimes we have a scrum master, we have a scrum master. Scrum master is going to handle this everything, okay. He or she is the head for these calls. So scrum master will ask, okay, who is going to pick this task, okay. Then if you are interested you can take it, okay. Next, backlog grooming is done and sprint planning is done, okay. So sprint planning, when it is going to happen, it's for every sprint, every sprint, it's for every sprint before starts, before starts. That means, so 2 weeks once, correct, 2 weeks once. Next, sprint planning is done, sprint planning is done. Next, what is stand up or scrum meeting, okay. Suppose today sprint planning is done, tomorrow onwards we are going to start the work. We need to provide, we need to provide status to scrum master, on daily basis, here you have to tell like, okay, not in detail, you have to tell what you have done, for what you have done yesterday, and what you are going to do today, what you are going to do today, and any blockers, I mean blockers or issues, okay, any blockers you are facing. Okay, this is very important. Okay, in daily basis you have to tell, okay, what you have done yesterday and what you are going to do, today. If you are facing any blockers, you have to tell. Okay, next, if everything is goes good, okay, that's fine. If you are facing any blockers or issues, so scrum master, okay, scrum master will take the actions, and he or she is going to talk with the corresponding team, and they will help us. Okay, next, so this stand up or scrum will happen on daily basis. So this is a daily call. Okay, daily call. So in status, what you have done yesterday and what you are going to do today, and you are facing any blockers or issues. Okay, these 3 points you have to explain. Next, sprint demo. Whatever we developed, we are going to showcase. We are going to showcase to customer. So that customer, if the customer is happy, we are also happy because he is paying for us, right? Okay, we are going to showcase to customers. If he is okay, then we'll proceed. If we need to change anything, then again we are going to change it now itself. So instead of going to build okay, suppose build a home, okay, instead of going to build entire home and changing again and again, like keeping the windows and doors, while developing the home itself, changing the things is different. Okay, the same way the project also, developing the entire project and changing the modules is different. And while developing the modules itself, like the pieces we are going to change, the like it's in a web page or something, that is different. Okay, that is different. So that's why we'll set up a demo meetings. If there are any changes, and we'll change it into next sprint itself. No need to wait until end of the project. So this will happen in sprint demo. Okay, next, after sprint demo, so there is a retrospective session. So here also everyone will be there, and so we'll talk about, okay, what went well, what went wrong, and what we need to improve, for current project. Okay, so these are the steps we'll follow. See, this is the basic theory. Okay, this is a basic theory. See, once you enter into organization, then only you will get to know, but you have to understand what is Agile. So overall involved, okay, in Agile, PO is nothing but product owner, BA, business analyst, scrum master, architect, architect, dev team, QA team. Okay, everyone should be there. So is there any DevOps team is there? Then there also depends. Okay. So this is about SDLC life cycle and waterfall and agile. The difference between waterfall and agile. So here in agile, sometimes you may feel like, okay, there are a lot of calls. Okay, we need to attend a lot of calls instead of going to do work. Okay, this is a major difference between waterfall and agile.